Rochelle and I were at Six Flags St. Louis. We're going to be doing in our Will I Fit series, let you know what type of coasters or rides that you can fit or not fit on here at Six Flags St. Louis. Ready to go check that out? Let's go see what if we fit or not fit. I just got off of American Thunder. American Thunder, it's two separate seats, but there's one seat belt that you put between you and the other rider. You guys share a seat belt. So if you're a large guest, if two of you are large guests, you'll have to sit in separate seats to be able to ride this coaster. On this coaster, to ride this coaster, you gotta so when you sit down in the seat, make sure you sit your back all the way to the back of it. Put your seatbelt on, make sure you're sitting up all the way to the back. And then bring the restraint down. The restraint has to lock to be able to ride it. One click is all you need to be able to ride this. I was able to ride, and my dimensions are 5'11", 300 pounds. So that gives you any idea of what size I am. But I was able to ride on there. My wife was able to ride too, and you know what your dimensions, yeah. She doesn't want to share her dimensions.
What? I don't know my girth.
Oh, girth?
I just know I'm 5'4" and like 260.
She's like 5'4", 260 on there, but we were both able to ride just fine. It was a fun ride. Give a thumbs up on this coaster. I also want to mention too, if you're handicap accessible, the exit ramp will take you up, and you can use the handicap ramp to go on there. If you do have trouble with stairs, I recommend using that ramp to help you get on the coaster. But there is a set of stairs going up into the station, just to let you know. I just got off the Mr. Freeze reverse blast. They have ramps going up until you get to the station. You have to use stairs to get up into the station. When you get to the seat, the restraints, they're a lap bar that you pull down, and there's a seat belt, but the seat belt, it clicks into the lap bar on the side. As long as you get one click with the lap bar and that seat belt closes for you, and then you're able to ride. I was able to ride, so was my wife. We were able to ride Freeze reverse blast. All right, I got off Pandemonium. I was able to fit on this one. I wasn't able on the one at Fiesta, Texas, but this one I was able to fit on. What I did was cross my legs and pull down on the bar, and the guy that was doing the restraints pushed down extra hard, and I got the clear and was able to ride Pandemonium here at Six Flags St. Louis. Here in front of Supergirl Starflyer, the track is actually closed, but this ride does have a test seat to it. And this test seat right here, the indicator is you'll have to have somebody look for you. You have to bring it down to where the arrow is inside the green to be able to ride. And we'll pull up to where we were at, about right there. And I'll show you the dimensions so you can see how much space you have to be able to ride. Can you bring that down to where it's in the green? To where it's barely in the green. Let's see here, right there, where it's like past the green line. This will be your dimensions right here. To be able to fit in this, you have to be able to ride Supergirl Skyflyer. All right, we just got off the Boss. The Boss. It's probably one of the roughest coasters I've ridden. But Rochelle and I, we were able to ride this one just fine. There's plenty of room in it. There's no seat belt. It's just one little lap bar is all you use on it. You'll just be perfectly okay with this coaster. But FYI, this is a very fast and very rough coaster to ride.
I think I have internal injuries.
My back hurts from it. So it's one and done for us for sure. But if you're welcome to come try it out. The Screaming Eagle, we're not even going to try it because I was looking at the restraints here on their test seat. They have a test seat right here. Their test seat has a bar, drops down in there, so you have to be able to drop down in there like that and hold you in there. I sat in there for my size. I didn't fit. It went down, but it was being a wooden coaster. It would actually hurt my ribs, and I know that it would hurt my ribs by that going underneath my ribs. So I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm going to probably lose some weight, come back to this park, and give this coaster a try then. But as for right now, I am not going to ride Screaming Eagle because I don't even want to attempt hurting myself on this ride. But this one does have a test seat. It's only one of the coasters that actually does have a test seat here at Six Flags St. Louis. That's the Screaming Eagle. There's a lift there right there. See that white one running out in the back? That's the Screaming Eagle. Fortunately, I was not able to try the Catwoman's Whip here at Six Flags St. Louis. The ride is closed right now for wasps. They actually closed the ride for wasps, and there is actually a significant number of wasps in the middle where the motor rotating arm is. There was quite a bit of wasps there. They had guests that were stung today riding in this attraction. So the park is, for the be safe side, they actually closed the ride. I did talk to the ride operator at the gate. He said this ride is not accommodating for large guests. So getting that from him, he said that it's a pretty restrictive ride here at the park. So I was not able to ride Catwoman's Whip here on this trip to Six Flags St. Louis. Shay and I, we just got off the Ninja. It's not a bad little aero coaster. We were perfectly fine on it, no issue at all. There's no seatbelt, it's just a over-the-shoulder restraint. On this coaster, it is a little bit rough, not like real rough, but it does jerk your head around. So do not put your head backwards, keep your head forward so you don't give yourself a concussion. But it's not a bad little coaster. We were able to ride it with no issue.
Also, the train is similar to the train on the Diamondback at Frontier City. So if you're familiar with that one, it's pretty similar. It just doesn't have a little belt.
There's no seatbelt at all. As long as your restraint clicks down, that's all you need to happen when to be able to ride the Ninja. Okay.
Fun.
Yeah. The Batman the Ride here at Six Flags St. Louis does not accommodate larger riders. It's like most B&Ms, like you see at like Fiesta and over Texas, they have large rider seats that have the double seat belts. A lot of B&Ms have the double seat belts. Well, the one here at Six Flags St. Louis does not have the double seat belts, so it will not accommodate larger riders if you come here at this park. So this was a no-go for Shay or I. We're able to ride the Boomerang here at Six Flags St. Louis. It was just fine. The restraints, they get plenty of room. All you do is get a click. There's no seatbelt. As long as you get it able to click for you, you won't have any issue on this ride. I didn't get it on video, but one of the roller coasters that we did ride was the River King Mine Train. It's an older aero coaster. It's a pretty fast. It's a little bit rough, but my wife and I, we were just perfectly fine riding the River King Mine Train. We didn't have any issues. We just crossed our legs when we sat down. We just sat on separate seats, and we had no issues with the River King Mine Train. So if you're at Six Flags St. Louis, that's one of the coasters that are large person friendly. And the wife and I, we enjoyed ourselves at Six Flags St. Louis. Hope these ride test videos actually helped you be more confident if you go to Six Flags St. Louis and ride the coasters and some of the rides that they do have there. Some rides we weren't able to ride. They were not open, so we're not able to get them on video or let you know if we were able to ride or not. I know at other parks like the Texas Sky Screamer, that's at Over Texas. Well, they have one Sky Screamer like this at St. Louis. So I'm sure it was closed that day, so I'm sure we were able to ride that one. If we got on it, we don't have issues with that type of the Sky Screamer rides. Also, another ride that was not open was the log ride was closed for the season. Also, the rapid ride that they have there, it was also closed for the season because of the cooler temperatures. So they were not able to do those two rides. And then they also had a new coaster that was opening it up that is under construction when we visited it. And actually it opened up the following week, but we were unable to ride that one because we were a week too soon. So we're not able. So I do not know about that coaster, if we were able to ride or not. Well, it's another coaster we'll have to go back and try next time we're in St. Louis. I don't know when that'll be because it's an 8-hour drive from Oklahoma City. But that's one of the coasters we get on there. But those are just a handful of rides that we were not able to ride when we're on this trip. But next time we go to St. Louis, those are ones that we'll be able to try. Also, the Ferris wheel they have there, I think it's called Goliath. And then their train, we were able to ride those. Those were perfectly fine riding those on there. And then the Ferris wheel, I believe you can have a single rider because it's an enclosed Ferris wheel. And I think they allow single riders on that Ferris wheel. I'm not sure. You can leave in the comments if you rode it singly on that Ferris wheel. I know most places don't let you ride single on a Ferris wheel, but I could swear I didn't see any signs saying you have to have 2 riders to ride that Ferris wheel there. But all the rides there were just perfectly, the flat rides were perfectly fine. We were fine with. So if you hope this video helps you out, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.